Try to tickle yourself. Run your fingers along your ribs, the bottom of your foot, the back of your neck. Nothing. Now imagine someone else doing the exact same thing. Same spot, same pressure, same speed. You'd be on the floor. The touch is identical, the sensation is not. And the reason why reaches into something much deeper than tickling. Most people assume it's about surprise. You know it's coming, so it doesn't work. That's the obvious answer. It's also wrong. The real mechanism isn't surprise at all. It's prediction. And that difference changes everything. Your brain is not a recorder. It doesn't wait for the world to send it information. It runs constantly, every second, generating predictions about what is about to happen. And when a prediction matches reality, it does something that sounds almost reckless. It cancels the signal out. This is called predictive coding. And it's not a quirk. It's the fundamental operating logic of your entire nervous system. Here's what that means for your hand. The moment you decide to move your fingers, your brain sends two signals simultaneously. The first goes to your hand, move. The second goes to your sensory cortex, a warning shot. Something is about to touch you, and I already know exactly what it will feel like. That second signal is called an efference copy, and by the time your fingers actually land, your brain has already received the prediction, compared it to the incoming sensation, found a match, and dampened the response down to almost nothing. You don't feel it, not because the nerves didn't fire, they did, but because your brain decided the information wasn't worth processing. In 1998, neuroscientist Sarah Jane Blakemore at University College London built a robotic arm to find exactly where this cancellation happens. Subjects moved a joystick with one hand. The robot used that movement to tickle their other hand. When the robot moved in perfect sync, subjects felt almost nothing, identical to self-tickling. Then Blakemore introduced a delay, a quarter of a second between the joystick and the robot. The tickling came back. Even 100 milliseconds was enough to partially restore the sensation. The longer the delay, the stronger it felt. At 300 milliseconds, subjects rated it nearly as intense as being tickled by another person entirely. That quarter second is the gap between self and other. Your brain's prediction window is that precise. Miss it by less than the blink of an eye, and suddenly the touch is foreign. Suddenly it belongs to someone else. The structure running this system is the cerebellum, a dense cauliflower-shaped structure at the back of your skull. For most of neuroscience's history, it was considered purely a movement coordinator. Then researchers discovered it's the part generating the efference copy, the warning signal your sensory cortex receives before your own touch arrives. Your movement system and your sensory system are not separate. They are in constant negotiation. Every time you reach for something, your cerebellum is quietly rewriting what you're allowed to feel. And it doesn't stop at touch. Every time your eyes move, the world should blur. Your gaze sweeps across your visual field dozens of times per minute. If your brain processed that as incoming information, the world would look like a camera dropped down a staircase. But it doesn't. Because the moment your brain sends the command to move your eyes, it sends a simultaneous prediction to your visual cortex. Cancel the blur. I already know what this is. You are not seeing the world. You are seeing your brain's model of it, with the predictable parts already removed. There is a condition called alien hand syndrome. It occurs after certain strokes that sever the connection between brain hemispheres. The patient's hand begins acting on its own, reaching for objects, unbuttoning shirts the other hand just buttoned. Patients describe it as not theirs. They watch it move and feel no ownership over it whatsoever. Because there is no efference copy, no prediction was generated. The movement arrived as pure sensory information from outside, indistinguishable from a hand that belongs to someone else. Without the prediction, it does belong to someone else. In 2000, psychologists Botvinnik and Cohen at Carnegie Mellon placed a rubber hand on a table in front of subjects, positioned where their real hand would be while hiding the actual hand out of sight. Then they stroked both hands simultaneously with a paintbrush. Same stroke, same rhythm. Within minutes, subjects began reporting the rubber hand felt like theirs. When the experimenter threatened to stab it, they flinched. Their brain had adopted a hand that wasn't there, because the sensory information matched the prediction of what a hand in that position should feel like. Match the prediction, and the brain assigns ownership. That's all it takes. Your entire sense of having a body is a prediction your brain is running and continuously confirming. It is not a fact you perceive. It is a model you maintain. It can be borrowed by a rubber hand and broken by 300 milliseconds of lag. The world you live in is the world left over after your brain has already subtracted everything it saw coming. Your own hands are the first thing it learned to make invisible. But the reason that matters is not the tickling. It's that the same process governs everything you feel, everything you see, everything you believe is happening to you versus happening from you. The boundary between self and world is not a wall. It is a running calculation, a constant, silent negotiation between what your brain expected and what the world actually sent back. Most of the time, the prediction wins. Most of the time, you are not experiencing the world at all. You are experiencing your brain's model of it, with the predictable parts removed, the self-generated parts muted, the familiar parts smoothed over until they disappear. The world you live in is the world left over after your brain has already subtracted everything it saw coming, and your own hands are the first thing it learned to make invisible.